Hi everyone, the time has come. She has arrived. My beautiful TM7. I've done my training last night, so now I can do my unboxing. Join me. There we go. Now, there's a good one in this one. Tab there, so it's pulled out. One thing I am noticing so far with this one is a lot less plastic. With the TM6 there was a lot of plastic in the packaging. There was a plastic bag around this, but a lot of the packaging is just cardboard, which is great. So that is the base. You can see at the front there the huge screen. Oh. This bowl. Now, compared to the TM6, it is noticeably heavier. Not a great deal heavier, but yeah, it is noticeable, and that's because it's got the extra layer, this insulated cover. Just sit on like that. There we go. Thought I was going to have trouble taking the lid off then. Inside we have the simmering basket. Very similar to the TM6 one. A couple of slight differences. The TM6 one in there. So that's the TM6 simmering basket and the TM7. Very, very similar. I think the main difference is on the TM7 there's this little slot here which the spatula can stick into just to help you lift up the lid. Other than that, they're very similar. We don't have the measuring cup on the TM7 like we do with the TM6 because there is no, throwing it away, there is no hole in the lid like there is on the TM6 for the TM7. There's still a little steam release section there, and then there is a lid to sit over the top of that. But you can still, it's still open at the sides, so the steam can still come out. You can still like drizzle in olive oil and things like that when you're making your mayo. And I'll show you the inside of the bowl. Inside just the same as the TM6, same blades. So the blades themselves will be interchangeable between the 6 and the 7. Also the blade cover peeler, if you have one of those, will fit this because the inside diameter of the bowl is the same. And the butterfly whisk. Where's my TM6 one? TM6, TM7, pretty much identical. There we go. so they'd be interchangeable as well. And let's see, spatula, I can open that. I just need to just twist that plastic. Okay. And I'll find my TM6 spatula. So TM6 spatula, TM7 spatula. The TM6 of course has the collar around there so that when you are poking it down through the lid it's not going to touch the blades. We don't need that with the TM7 one because there is no need to poke the spatula down through the lid, or there's no possibility of doing it because there's no hole there. Still both got the hook there for getting your simmering basket. Does that one not fit that one? I know that hook's on there somehow. There we go. Different angle for this one. For lifting your simmering basket out of the bowl with the spatula so that you don't burn yourself on the steam. So they both still got that. With the TM6 one, of course, with the collar, you can sit it on the bench like that and it's not going to actually touch the bench. With the TM7 one, there is a little bit of a lip there. So you can sit that there and it's not touching the bench there. Or you can sit it up like that. Although if you've got something very runny on the end, that'll probably drip down to the handle. So be careful of that. It's a very long blade on the spatula, so it gets right down to the bottom of the bowl. Very flexible silicone, so that'll really scrape around the edges of the bowl. Beautiful. And what's next? The Veroma. So the Veroma, right, the other one, compared to the TM6. So that's the TM6 Veroma. And this is the TM7 Veroma. So as you can see, a lot more capacity in the TM7 with its rectangular shape. A lot of steaming space in the upper shelf. That was the TM6. That's the TM7. And then the Veroma bowl itself, the round one compared to the square. So great for you could cook a whole chook in that. You can steam fish, you can steam veggies, you can so many dishes you can do with Veroma. Lots of layered cooking, so you can have something cooking in the bowl while something else is cooking in the Veroma on top. So when using that little bit comes off of there, and the Veroma sits on there, so things can steam. What else do we need to know about it? The blades themselves, with the TM6, taking the blades out, you grab hold of the base, twist that to pull that off, and then you can take the blades out for washing. And put them back in, make sure that's firmly down in there, hold that in place, put that on and twist it back, and the blade is back in. With the TM7, there's a little lever at the side here. So the blade is in there nice and secure. That little lever, you push that to the side, the blade will lift out, and you can also lift out the inner bowl. So that can then go in the dishwasher or be washed. This bit just needs to be wiped over with a wet cloth, unless you drastically spill something in it. it's not going to need much cleaning at all. And then putting it back together. First time I've done this, so bear with me. There we go. Push the blade all the way back down. Pull that lever across. There we go. And that's nice and secure, all back together. That was quite easy. There we go.